Good morning. I'm Mitchell Davis, and I'm currently the police chief of the village of Hazelcrest, which is just outside of Chicago. I have been in law enforcement for 32 years, with a total of 14 of those years as chief of police. I have a master's degree in criminal justice, and I am currently in the dissertation phase for my doctorate in organizational leadership. My late friend and mentor, past IACP President Russ Lane, told me several years ago that the IACP needed me to run for office. When he said it, I thought he was just patronizing me, so I just brushed it off. But in recent years, the IACP leadership has placed an increased focus on diversity in its elected leadership, and past President Steve Stevens talked to me about running for office. I believe that I've been blessed with the gift of leadership, but I didn't truly learn what I believe might be the reason why Russ said that I was needed by the IACP until I entered this campaign. As I began to determine what my campaign focus would be, I decided that it had to contain my passions. When you are driven by your passions, adversity doesn't easily deter you. My areas of focus are recruitment and retention, juvenile justice and child protection, more specifically, juvenile violence, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. There isn't a week that goes by that I don't try to do something to better our position as a profession in these areas. I don't know if it was because of what Russ Lane saw me doing with the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police as it pertains to our 10 shared principles that was developed to bridge the gap between law enforcement and our communities. Or maybe it was my work through Noble that allowed me to work with the London Metropolitan Police Department to address trust and equity issues both within their department and with their communities. Maybe it was my mentorship of 3 women of color that are now chiefs in prominent cities in the state of Illinois. Or was it my ongoing work with a group of police psychologists from around the country to find ways to innovatively help our profession to expand our pool of candidates without compromising our desire for quality officer? Or was it the stakeholder collaborations that I continue to develop to combat juvenile violence and victimization? Or possibly it was the utilization of my partnerships with local colleges to develop recruitment programs to prepare females for local police department testing. I have learned through mentoring and being mentored that mentees are generally encouraged to take advantage of grand opportunities only after they've been shown themselves as approved. I don't know which, if any, of the things that I mentioned played a part in Russ Lane determining that IACP needed me to run, but I believe that he had determined me approved and was encouraging me to take my leadership to higher heights. The most important part of my relationship with Russ Lane was the sharing of our faith. And it is because of that faith I prayed before I entered this campaign. And with that same faith that I asked for your vote for me as 4th Vice President. Not simply because I'm a diverse candidate, but because I'm a qualified candidate and proven professional that can provide a high level of continuity and leadership within the IACP. And oh yeah, I just happen to be diverse. Thank you.